What's up, guys, and welcome to the 4th edition of Movies I Did Not Know I Owned, Part 4. I did that soon. I found a bag of these in my room. I found 4 bags of these, and it's movies that have been locked up for 4 years, and I forgot that I've owned some of these, so I thought it'd be cool to kind of revisit that. And I know people like movies, and people have asked me to talk more about movies on my channel from time to time, so that's what we're going to do. First up, Christine. Very, very good movie. Haunted car. That kind of thing. I don't know how it compares to the book, but I do like this movie a lot. I've only seen it once, but I do remember a lot about this movie for the most part. Plus it was, yeah, John Carpenter movie, and I love John Carpenter, so boom. Also, I love John Carpenter's vampires. That's one of my favorite. I know everybody jumps to Halloween, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I love John Carpenter's vampires. Friday, my God, Ice Cube. I love you, man. You used to make such awesome movies. I haven't seen a lot of his new, like, Are We There Yet? Are We Done Yet? Technically, Are We Done Yet is like a loose remake of The Money Pit also, but Ice Cube and Chris Tucker in this, Jiminy Christmas, this movie, holy crap, this movie's hilarious. Lame. Next up, Ernest Goes to Jail. I love this movie a lot. As you know, I mentioned it in the last episode, or one of the last episodes. I found all these at GameStop when they were on sale, and I bought most of the Ernest collection. I didn't think all of them would be in here, but regardless. Next up, this movie is fantastic. Blood Car. It's about a guy who accidentally invents a way to fuel cars off of human blood. Please tell me the disc isn't... Okay, it felt weird, but it's in there. This is a really, really good movie, and it gets really crazy. Like, the government starts trying to buy us stuff out, and then it starts getting real weird. But this movie's fantastic. Actually, is this the same movie? Yeah, okay. There's 2 movies called Blood Car, and when I started describing it, the box art looked a little weird, but it is the same movie I'm thinking of. That movie's really good. Felon, I have not seen. I like Val Kilmer. Fracture, I have not seen, but I love both of these guys. Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling, I think, are both fantastic actors. I have not seen this. I've heard this movie is fantastic, though. Obviously, probably hence the reason that I own it, and the fact that it was on sale at Movie Gallery when they went out of business. But next up, man, I didn't forget that I owned this, but I didn't realize it was in one of these things, man. 40-Year-Old Virgin. I love this movie. I love Steve Carell, if you haven't noticed with my love of The Office. I also got into a habit where I would break the security tabs off of these because I hated them. But this movie is so funny. It's so, so good. Steve Carell was so funny. He still is funny, but everything about this movie made me love it. And this kind of, in my opinion, was one of the times before comedy got taken serious again, which is a weird statement to say, but like, this movie kind of brought along the comedy can have much more than just slapstick humor. There can be a really intricate story just wrapped up in a funny circumstance, and this movie kind of brought that back. A lot of those Judd Apatow things, a lot of those Judd Apatow movies did. Halloween 4. Another fantastic one. As I mentioned, I love the Michael series, or the Halloween series. Really, really good stuff. So next up, Election with Reese Witherspoon and Matthew Broderick. Super weird. We watched this together, didn't we? Did we watch this movie? You haven't seen this? I don't know. This is actually a really, really good movie. I'm not a big Reese Witherspoon fan, only because... Actually, she's not bad, but my issue with her is... There's a thing online that at the end of one of her movies, her microphone is still on, and she says, the dialogue is crap in this movie. Who wrote this? Kevin Smith? And anybody that knows me knows that Kevin Smith is my boy. And I can't get behind anybody hating on Kevin Smith. But other than that, fantastic. I thought it was pretty solid anyway. Aqua Teen, I've discussed my issues with that series. I love the first little bit. Plus, I can kind of do a Meatwad voice. Which I guess isn't overly hard, but you'd be like,
hey you guys, come check out my show.
that was stupid. People are going to unsubscribe for that. 8 Crazy Nights, Adam Sandler. Very, very... I love this movie. I went to the movies and saw this, actually. And I like how even in animated form, Adam Sandler's still just Adam Sandler. And there's nothing wrong with that. But this is good. I liked 8 Crazy Nights a lot. I love these characters, man. They're so funny. The 2 old people in it. Actually, I need to watch this again, man. It's been a long time. I would like to watch that again. One of the best stand-ups ever made. Eddie Murphy Raw. Jiminy Christmas is this dude a funny guy. Ed Gein, another one in that series. I have 2 concert DVDs, actually. I have an Eminem DVD, and I have a hymn. This is actually just music videos. If anybody's interested in that kind of stuff, I dig it. So, History of Violence, I mentioned before. Very, very good stuff. Viggo Mortensen is fantastic. What is he up to these days? Does anybody know? Does he still do stuff? I'm going to have to IMDb him later. But Viggo Mortensen. 300 is good. 300 is very, very good. I love the movie. I never saw the sequel. Gerard Butler is the man, and he's much more than just this guy. Like, he's turned into a great actor. What was that movie he was in where him and Jamie Foxx were like... I don't know. He's a good actor, but this movie is good. I saw this movie in theaters, and man, it's very, very good. She sucks, but this movie rules. I don't mean that her acting is terrible, but she's just a terrible person. She's apparently really bad to work with, and people hate her. Plus, when she was in Knocked Up, she went on a bunch of talk shows and was like, "Ugh, I can't believe I did that movie. It's so bad." And it's like, dude, you signed up for it. You read the script and agreed to it. I don't know. This movie's good, though. Enough about Katherine Heigl. His Name Was Jason, documentary on Friday the 13th. Haven't seen it. I own it. This may be my buddy Andrew's also. I don't know. Pop some more out of here. Next up, Alone in the Dark. I have not seen this. Uwe Boll, whatever you want to call him. I don't know if he's done much lately, but this movie, from what I hear, is crap. I'm sure that I would probably enjoy it. Hero, Jet Li. Jet Li rules. I love any of those martial arts films. They're fun. They're exactly what they're supposed to be. Nothing wrong with that. Batman 89, I like a lot. I know people hate on it because it's not like the comic, but that's what everybody says about literally every movie that's ever freaking made, except for recently. But I think Batman 89 is really, really good. I also think that Michael Keaton is probably the best Bruce Wayne, and maybe best in-suit Batman. I don't know. It's hard to say, but Batman 89, really, really good. Followed up, strangely, by my favorite Batman, Adam West Batman. This is the movie where they're in the plane. Batman gets attacked by a shark, and he's like, "Robin, give me the shark repellent." And he gets that shark repellent, and he sprays the shark with it, and the shark explodes. And you can't go wrong with things like that. Date movie, I have not seen. I don't know why I own this. I generally hate spoof movies. That's all I can say about that. I have not. I don't think I've seen. Have I seen this movie? I don't think I have. Maybe I have. I don't. It looks kind of familiar. I don't know. Darkman trilogy, one of my favorite Sam Raimi things. I love Darkman. I actually like all 3 Darkman movies. And I know that people kind of hate them after part 1, but this is good stuff, man. Actually, I need to rewatch this series. But I really like Darkman. I can remember being a kid. They made a Darkman game, and I really, really wanted to play it. And I remember really wanting to see this movie. And my mom and whatnot was like, "No, it's rated R. You can't watch that." Now I own it. It's the moral of the story. Huh?
There's no moral to that story.
Yeah, I got old enough and became mature enough to buy it.
It's still not a moral.
Yeah, the moral is I have morals to watch it. And
That's the point of the story, but not the moral.
it's the morals. Next up is The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. This movie rules. Have you seen The Golden Child, Trey? She's in here now, so I'm talking to her. That's what's going on there. Gods and Generals with Jeff Daniels. It's amazing to see him go from Harry Dunn to Gods and Generals. Who does he play in this movie? I've seen this movie once. Yeah, I don't know who he plays. He plays some sort of dude. And I know that somebody is going to kill me for not knowing that right off. He plays Joshua... Stonewall... What? Yeah, Joshua Chamberlain. Anyway, whatever. Good stuff. Bruce Almighty. This movie is... I love Jim Carrey. I love the Bruce Almighty. Actually, I like Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty. So, there's that. I like that. Last but not least, Trey, you'll get a kick out of this one. Because I just bought this on DVD because I did not know I own it. And this is the whole point of the series. Aladdin.
Did you just buy it?
Yeah. I bought a DVD of it.
I don't think you bought
Yep. But now I own 2 copies of Aladdin. Hey, this is actually an Asian... I bet you this is a friggin' bootleg. Maybe not. I bought this at a flea market.
Why do you think it's a bootleg?
Well, because the disc says ALSDDIN and it's got Chinese symbols on it. Can you see that? Let's see if you can make that up. Come on. Focus. Yeah, his monitor goes... Anyway, so that is that. It's got a really cool insert, though. But that is it, guys. That is part 4 of movies I forgot that I own. Now, this is going to be the bulk of it, but I may periodically do this again because I actually have 3 more, not these things, but I have 3 more towers of DVDs that I have at my house that were in a closet for 4 years. So we may continue this series a little later on. We'll see. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Is there anything on your shelves that you forgot that you own? Is there anything that you're ever going through and looking through and saying, man, I forgot that I own that? If so, let me know down below. I love hearing about that stuff. What are some of your favorite movies and stuff like that? Reach out. Let me know, man. Let me know in the comments down below. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow.